I refused to give my brother my DNA to get back into the family. 15 years ago, I did the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I slept with my brother James's girlfriend Alice. We were both 22. I was jealous of everything he had, and I made the stupidest decision ever. We got caught the next morning when James came over early to surprise her. James completely lost it and punched me in the face, breaking my nose. The neighbors called the police, but I didn't press charges because I knew I deserved it. My parents kicked me out that same day, and James told me he never wanted to see me again. For 15 years, I've been basically dead to him. I moved across the country, went to therapy, built a successful business, and tried to become a better person. My parents slowly started talking to me again, and my sister kept in touch, but James wanted nothing to do with me. 3 years ago, I had a daughter named Emily with my friend Tanya. We're great co-parents, and Emily is the light of my life. My parents know about her but barely see her because they don't want to upset James. Then last month, James messaged me on Facebook asking if Emily was really mine because she's mixed race and looks more like her mom. I ignored it, but then my parents called asking me to come over for dinner. I walked into their house and was shocked to see James and Alice sitting at the kitchen table waiting for me. Turns out they got married 5 years ago and have been trying to have kids ever since. Here's the crazy part. James can't have children, some medical issue that makes him infertile. Alice desperately wants a biological child, but James refuses to use a sperm donor because he doesn't want to raise a kid that's not genetically related to him. So James looks me dead in the eye and says he's willing to forgive me and let me back into the family, but only if I donate my sperm so Alice can have his baby. Since we're brothers, the kid would still have the family genes. My parents were nodding along like this was the most reasonable request in the world. My mom even said it would be perfect because Emily would have a half sibling and our family could finally be whole again. I just sat there in complete shock. This man hasn't spoken to me in 15 years, but now he wants my DNA because it's convenient for him. Alice is sitting there acting like we're discussing weekend plans instead of me literally fathering her child. I told them I needed time to think about it, and James got angry. He said this was my chance to make up for what I did, that I owed him this much after destroying his relationship. Except he married Alice anyway, so clearly it wasn't that destroyed. My dad jumped in saying family helps family, and that this could heal all the old wounds. But I kept thinking about how they've treated my daughter Emily. They barely acknowledge she exists because it might upset James, and now they want me to create another grandchild for them. The whole thing felt manipulative and weird. James didn't want me in his life when I had nothing to offer, but now that he needs something from me, suddenly forgiveness is possible? I told them no. I'm not giving my DNA to people who have spent 15 years pretending I don't exist, just so they can get what they want and go back to ignoring me. James called me selfish and said I was choosing to keep the family broken. But honestly, I think I'm choosing to protect any future kid from growing up with parents who see children as bargaining chips. My phone hasn't stopped ringing since I left, but I'm not changing my mind.